Okay, you long-time EV owners, let me know in the comments, what's your favourite app for EVs? Not specific to your vehicle, but for the charging infrastructure, for mapping, navigation. What do you use? Is it really relevant now into the end of 2024 going into 2025? Are there so many public chargers that we just don't really need to think about it as much as we previously did? Thank you for interrupting me, Google. For those of you who are new to the world of EV, I'm a relative newcomer as a new owner. I've been experimenting with the various services that are offered, and I've been kind of listing and making note of some of the pros and cons. And I've decided I've removed Zapmap from my phone. Don't use it anymore. Had enough of that one. I've had a play around with a better route planner. There's a lot of people that swear by that. Apparently, if I use it in conjunction with my OBD dongle, then it can open up some possibilities because it can know in real time my actual state of charge rather than just estimated. But I find, just for ease of use and as a newbie, I am really loving Octopus Electroverse, and it's got quite a few positives compared to the competition. Okay, so very similar. You can see that they all have mapping of lots of charge points. Electroverse and Zapmap definitely seem to include more charge points than a better route planner. Maybe let me know in the comments if I'm doing something wrong, or maybe a better route planner already does a lot of the filtering. When I go into Electroverse, I then do click on the filter here on the left hand side, and then I click on CCS. Get rid of everything that isn't CCS, because that's what I'm going to be charging with on my vehicle. I know that that's going to be a rapid DC charger, something that I want to be using on the move. Okay, and for example, my wife, she recently drove to Bristol and back, and just as a precaution, she could have made it without charging, but just as a precaution, she wanted to charge on the way back. So a quick little look, and we could see that in Warminster there was a little cluster here, and you knew you were probably pretty safe to that. There's going to be some work in there. So if we have a little click on this one, then it loads up. It tells me that Osprey chargers, there's 8 of them. You can see that they're available, and it doesn't actually show nope. It shows me on the app the last time they were used, so you can tell that they are working, and the price as well. So you can also then click on here, and there's a Mer one. There's only one of those, but it's 52p, bargain. And so because they're right next to each other, maybe you go and check the cheap ones, see if that works first. There's Instavolt ones as well, and you've got some options anyway. So my wife drove to this Mer one, plugged in, started charged for exactly 10 minutes, and that gave her a nice buffer, a nice cushion, so that she wasn't experiencing any range anxiety on the way home from Bristol. And a nice little stop off there in Warminster town centre. So what else can Electroverse do? Navigation. So I'm not logged in for some reason. Great little legend there to show you what's going on. So you're looking for the green rings for available, and for me, I'm normally looking for the yellow signs, the rapid chargers that are available. So the yellow lightning bolt with a green ring, I know that's normally good. Yeah, there are some ultra rapid ones as well. They're generally a bit more expensive, and my car can't utilize that at all. So maybe yours can, and you'll be looking at that purple icon. Anyway, I didn't get to the best bit. The best bit is the billing. The great thing about Octopus Electroverse is that it takes in, like all of the smaller networks like Mer, they don't have a contactless payment system on there. So it shows you you can pay by Electrocard or Electroverse app. So I've got the app on my phone, and a little RFID card that you can leave in the car, and it works with like all our little town network random chargers, little chargers that you see at the park that don't have kids play park car parks and stuff like that don't have any contactless facility. you can still use the Electroverse system with it. And you can set up to pay from any credit, debit card, PayPal, or what I like, it's linked directly to my Octopus Energy account. So my normal electricity, gas bill, whatever you might have, can also have all of your electric car billing going into it. So it's one consolidated place. And if, like me, you've built up a lot of Octopus credit, you can just spend that credit charging your car at public charge points. So what else haven't I covered? You can see that community people can add pictures just like we've seen in Zapmap. Okay, here we go now. So I'm in the mobile app, and you can see, if I have a little look here, it shows me all my nearby chargers just by bringing that up, and it of course can use my GPS location to find these, and it shows me the speeds. What I like to do anyway is, the filter is at the top here, but you can already see I've put in my vehicle, which is MG5 there. Can actually filter by which operators you like. Quite astounding actually. And of course you can see I've got my filter on for CCS, so it's only showing the CCS chargers. It gives me down the bottom here the options of what kind of payment structure each machine has as well, so you can filter by that, and then you can even filter by the minimum amount of charging points. Of course, if you want to go to a big central super hub and you want to be on the safe side, you could check the box for 6, and then you don't need to worry that they might all be occupied. And of course I can click on here and let's go to Manchester, and then start charge. So I'm going to start that trip with 100, and I'm happy to risk it, so I'll adjust this down to 10% because I know you're cautious anyway. And then we are going to calculate route. It shows that we'll charge for 38 minutes. We'll be back up to 82%. It's picked out first of all an Instavolt charger and then an Ionity charger. And for the second charge, 20 minutes stop as well, topping up from 15 to 54, and then arriving in Manchester with 9%. Now, I think that's overly cautious, but better to be safe than sorry, I guess. If I wanted to then start that, I click on Start Route, and then at the bottom there, it asks me which mapping or navigation app I want to use. I've been kind of slimming down my apps and stuff. I haven't got Waze or anything else on there now. I just exclusively use Google Maps, trying to simplify. So you tap on Google Maps and then boom, you're ready to go. So what I haven't shown you is when I picked up the vehicle in Birmingham and driving that back from Birmingham, and that whole process and public charging on the very first day of owning a new EV. So here's the situation. Well, we picked it up and it's on 44% charge, and it's showing 82 miles range, but it's 133 miles to get us home, so we better go find a charger. So my wife had already dropped me off at the car sales place, and she'd gone over to a recreation ground and kids play park area, and it just conveniently so that happened that they had a bank of EV chargers there, as you can see. So I plugged into the 100 kilowatt CCS charger, hoping to put in 10-15 kilowatt hours. I knew that would probably get me back safely, and you could see that the price was quite expensive, but for some reason the charger got stuck, and I'd started the charge in the Electroverse app and I couldn't stop the charge. Eventually, once the vehicle was fully charged, it did release the handle, and I then opened a little support ticket with Octopus Electroverse. I said, just to let you know, had a problem with this charger. I don't know if there's anything you can look at. Maybe it'll help people in the future if there's something between how your system is talking to the charger, and maybe you can look at something like that. And they very quickly sent me a reply, and they said, sure, we'll have a look into that, and for the inconvenience, here's a full refund. So they refunded me the full amount. So whether you're a long-time EV owner or whether you're new to it, I recommend you download the Octopus Electroverse app, and that you try it out. And if you sign up using my code, then we split £10. You get £5 free, I get £5 free, and that will help you test out your first little charge with the system. I thoroughly recommend it. I've used it a handful of times. My wife has found the public charging absolutely flawless, and so we're very happy to recommend it. The good thing is that it's all consolidated, all into one place, and that it's helping to simplify the whole process. No need for dozens of different accounts, dozens of different cards. It's one app, it's one account, it's one RFID card. You don't even have to use all of those things if you don't want. Thank you for watching. This is way too much waffling. I don't know why more people don't comment and subscribe and like the videos and stuff, but I'm sure you'll be one of the 1% that likes to go above and beyond. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.